Hey friends, I'm taking a break, working on a garden here with Silas, and just wanted to remember what I was doing this time last year.
I had truck, guys.
He's got a truck. This time last year, though, I was bike delivering poems during pandemic zines that we put together, and I was all over south and north and northeast Minneapolis on my bike. I'll never forget the next morning waking up hearing the news about George Floyd. And wow, what a week that was surrounding his death. And what a summer it was, the uprising and just the in-your-face racism and white body supremacy, and we've been dealing with it as a community for a while. Almost around the time we began, Jamar Clark was killed in Minneapolis, and shortly after Philando Castile, and it keeps happening, it keeps coming, and it will keep happening, and those deaths will continue until we get busy doing this work. And as we think about the summer, and as we think about things loosening up with pandemic, I know one thing that will continue for me, and what I hope will continue for Intertwine and folks connected to us, is that we continue to do this body work of dealing with racism and white body supremacy and how that lives in our bodies. Engaging the work of Resma Menicum in my grandmother's hands, working in triads, small groups, and just getting these practices in our bodies so that we don't perpetuate the fear, and that we have tools to work through our trauma, and to maybe not be driven by our lizard brain so much, which certainly we can see it. I mean, god dang, Dante Wright. Think about Kim Potter. And man, that's some lizard brain stuff right there. Just taser and grabbing the gun. This is what white body supremacy looks like in our bodies. And we got to deal with it. We got to heal. And so we'll continue with this body work. And we'll continue with spiritual practices like rest. Because inhabiting a story of enough is an act of resistance and an act of healing. It's something that helps us settle our bodies. So practicing intentional rest. And we'll continue, and I'll continue to be active around line 3, because it's not just black bodies. Indigenous peoples right now, Enbridge is ramping up destruction of treaty territory in the north of Minnesota. And, murdered, missing Indigenous women. There'll be an influx of workers here. This stuff will continue to happen, until we deal with it, until we work on our bodies, until we work in community and get honest. And so I don't know, maybe the last thing here is a message to white Americans, and particularly those who identify as white Christian Americans. If you want to work towards healing, and if you want to follow a Christian way, then the first step right now is healing your relationships with our Native, Indigenous brothers and sisters, and our black and brown brothers and sisters. And until we do that, the death and the pain and the separation will continue. And the way to start is working on your own body. So I hope you can connect with us this summer as we continue on this work. And I hope you can continue the healing. So we'll be practicing together, and you're welcome to practice and heal with us. Rest in peace, George.